Hey folks, Raph here from Defang, and today I'm going to show you something that we're super pumped about here at Defang, and it's our new MCP server. And basically what that's going to do is make it super easy for you to go from vibe coding to vibe deploying. So you can chat with your AI assistants in Windsurf, Cursor, Copilot, Claude, and as part of that conversation, you can just tell your favorite tool that you want Defang to deploy your project, and it'll happen. You can also interact with your services, so you can get your AI assistant to bring in context from your service statuses to make updates and changes, or even bring it all back down when you're done. I want to be clear that we're not using AI to provision your services. So you're still getting the same deterministic, stable, scalable deployments that Defang is designed to provide you, but it just ties into your favorite AI tooling. So with that, let's get started. First thing we got to do is install the MCP server. So you have to have npx installed for this. So do npx defang at latest MCP setup client Windsurf. Awesome. Okay, let's restart Windsurf. All right, I'm back, and we can check that everything is properly installed by going to our Windsurf user settings. And then under Cascade, you can see we've got these Defang tools listed. So what we're going to do next is we're going to paste in this prompt that I already wrote. I find that when working with these AI coding tools and giving a lot of context, a lot of detail gets you better results. So what I want to generate is an API endpoint that takes some text and creates an image with that text on it. I've described it in a fair bit of detail here. So what we've configured is a route called generate image, which takes a GET request with a text parameter and responds with an image with that text in the image. I've told it what font I want to use and where it should be installed. I've also told it to run it on port 8000. And importantly, to run with Defang, I told it just write a Docker file and a Docker Compose file. Add a health check. So that's important with Defang is you have to have a health check available. Defang by default will check that your app is still up and running by sending a request to the root path. And I told it to make sure everything is production ready and to test it out with Docker Compose. So this should work. Let's check it out. All right, I'll let it run that command. Cool. Excellent. Alrighty, so all of this works locally. Excellent. Deploy it with Defang. So I logged in. And there we go. We can see our deployment is in progress. You can see that here as well. You can check our build logs. That should start populating in a second. It just needs to run a few health checks, and once those are successful, then this should turn green and we should be good to go. Excellent. So let's ask it. Can you check in on my service? Is it ready? Okay, let's generate an image. Open. There we go. So this is a PNG that we can download. But what if we want the background to be a green gradient? Actually, can we make the background green gradient? and redeploy. Awesome. So this should be building in a second here. Awesome. That's green. So can you check in and give me URL to generate an image that says Defang MCP is awesome. Cool. Let's try this. Hey, there it is. So that is the power of our Defang MCP server. You can just tell it what you want to change, redeploy, update, check in on your services. You can bring in that context of different services and use that in your chats. I think it's really, really powerful, and I'm excited about the future of this stuff. I think we can bring in all kinds of other features into this MCP server to make it easier and faster for you to deploy amazing applications. So give it a shot and show us what you deploy. Send us a message, leave a comment. We'd love to see what you build. See you in the next one.